Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, March 6th. You'll be interested to know, 157 years ago, today, in 1869, Dmitri Mendeleev arranged the chemical elements into a coherent, periodic table that revealed patterns in atomic weights and properties, leaving gaps for undiscovered elements. This organization provided a predictive order for chemistry, guiding future discoveries and establishing a foundational framework for understanding matter and teaching generations of scientists. So now you know. And now, it's time for the surf report. This morning, it's looking clean with waves at 2 feet. Conditions stay consistent until around noon when it shifts to fair. Wind starts sideshore at 4 miles per hour, then switch to onshore at 8 miles per hour by noon. Expect the swell to drop to 1 to 2 feet later in the afternoon. Best time to ride is at 8 a.m. with the 2-foot incoming mid-tide when the west-southwest swell is 2 feet at 6 seconds and the offshore wind is 6 miles per hour. The first high tide on Friday will be 4 feet at 10:45 a.m., followed by a 1-foot low tide at 4:30. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 60 degrees for the water temperature. Expect minimal surf at 1 foot on Saturday, with clean conditions early and fair conditions later as winds shift slightly. Sunday maintains 1-foot waves, with cleaner conditions early but turning choppy by late morning. Monday continues the 1-foot trend, featuring fair conditions throughout, with winds gradually increasing from the south. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 53 degrees, with 10-mile-per-hour wind. The sunset will take place at 5:54, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:14. It looks like we're in for a sunny Friday, with a high near 70 and a light west-northwest breeze around 10 miles per hour. Tonight, expect clear skies with a low around 55 and a gentle west-northwest wind. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 78 and a north-northeast breeze of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday will be sunny and warmer with a high near 81, then temperatures fall to the low 70s Monday and upper 60s Tuesday, with nights in the mid to high 50s, and patchy fog possible late Tuesday night. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, changes are on the horizon for the historic Paramount lot, following the Warner Brothers merger, which has left the company with a staggering debt of $79 billion. Paramount plans to consolidate its studio operations, shifting most production to Warner Brothers in Burbank, while leasing out its iconic 65-acre Melrose Avenue lot. The redevelopment proposal aims to add 1.4 million square feet of new production and retail space, all while preserving the studio's historic charm. As the landscape of Hollywood evolves, the significance of these prime locations remains vital for the entertainment industry, promising a blend of history and modern innovation. Now on to sports. Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, has agreed to help cover World Cup security costs, but Foxborough leaders remain unsatisfied. Any suggestion that Boston Soccer 2026 or the Kraft Group have adequately addressed the town's concerns is false. Foxborough Select Board Chair Bill Yona stated. World Cup organizers provided further details on how they plan to fund $7.8 million in security for Gillette Stadium. A spokesperson for Gillette Stadium confirmed their commitment to meet the town's needs for security-related costs. Foxborough officials set a March 17th deadline to secure these funds for public safety during the event. Kraft Sports and Entertainment included a commitment letter to support Boston Soccer 2026's expenditures. In local sports, the Lakers fell to the Nuggets 120-113 in a tough matchup on Thursday night. LeBron James broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for career field goals, finishing with 16 points despite injuring his left elbow late in the game. Nikola Jokic led the Nuggets with 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists, securing his 23rd triple-double of the season. Jamal Murray added another 28 points, helping Denver maintain their lead in the competitive Western Conference. The Lakers will look to bounce back as they host Indiana on Friday night. In top news, climate change's rising seas may threaten tens of millions more people than previously thought, according to a new study. Researchers found that about 90% of studies underestimated baseline coastal water heights by an average of 1 foot. This issue is more common in the global South and Southeast Asia, and less so in Europe. The study co-author, Philip Minderhout, attributes this to a methodological blind spot in measuring sea and land altitudes. Adjusting the baseline height means seas rising by just over 3 feet could threaten 77 million to 132 million more people. In business news, the U.S. stock market rebounded on Wednesday from 2 days of punishing swings as oil prices stabilized and reports provided encouraging economic updates. The S&P 500 rose 0.8%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 238 points. The Nasdaq Composite increased 1.3%. Despite a scary start when South Korea's Kospi Index plunged 12.1%, the market responded positively. Oil prices moderated, with Brent crude settling at $81. Strength in the U.S. economy, including a rise in hiring, has provided a hopeful outlook amidst ongoing uncertainties. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 6.5% for the week to $71,000. Ethereum is up 5% to $2,000. And XRP is up 3% to $1.41. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. In southeastern China, a glimpse into the future of flying taxis is emerging with the Matrix, an electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle developed by Autoflight. This impressive aircraft can carry up to 10 passengers and has a wingspan of 20 meters. Recently, Autoflight conducted a flying demonstration showcasing the Matrix's ability to rise and land smoothly. The company hopes to receive regulatory approval by 2027, though flying taxis still face challenges such as safety and infrastructure. Experts suggest it may take at least another 3 years for viable solutions to surface. And in entertainment news, the film Project Hail Mary has been unveiled to members of the film press ahead of its March 20th release. And first reactions are calling it a must-see space odyssey that may prove to be a major awards player come Oscar time next year. Film critic Eric Marchin shared a glowing review, stating that Project Hail Mary is the first great blockbuster of 2026. Other critics praised the film, noting it delivers a pulse-pounding space epic that brings true humanity to the forefront. Entertainment journalist Scott Menzel called it a masterpiece and an epic cinematic achievement. Ryan Gosling stars as Rayland Grace, a schoolteacher who awakens alone on a spaceship, piecing together an outlandish plot to save the sun. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American philosopher and psychologist, William James. And he said, "The greatest discovery of any generation is that a human can alter his life by altering his attitude." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.